All right. So have you ever just wished your browser could do more than just, well, browse?
More than just browse.
Yeah. I mean, like, actually DO things for you online.
Oh, interesting.
Like, what if it could book flights, or buy your groceries?
Oh, wow.
Or even, like, research a whole vacation for you.
Yeah.
That's kind of the idea behind Google's Project Jarvis.
Project Jarvis, huh?
Yeah. And today we're going to be diving into, well, some excerpts from a document all about Jarvis.
Okay.
And it's basically this AI agent designed to, streamline your entire digital life.
I mean, that sounds like something out of a movie almost.
It does. And to help us break this all down, we've got a real expert in AI here.
I'm excited to dive in. It's definitely a hot topic. It seems like Google is really trying to revolutionize how we use the internet with Jarvis.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it goes way beyond just a typical AI assistant.
Oh, yeah. Way beyond.
This isn't just like asking Alexa to play music or set a timer,
Right. It's way more than that.
This is like almost, dare I say it, like Iron Man's Jarvis.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
But like for your everyday tasks.
Oh, that's a good analogy.
And the document that we've got here, it really highlights how Jarvis is specifically built to work within your web browser.
So it's all about those online tasks then?
Yeah. That's the focus.
Yeah.
And the real kicker.
Okay, what's that?
It's powered by, get this, Google's own Gemini 2.0 model.
Gemini 2.0. Oh, okay. Now that's getting interesting. That's where things get really powerful, I think. That's what sets Jarvis apart from, a simple chatbot or a basic assistant.
So let's dig into that a little bit. What is it about Gemini 2.0 that makes it so special?
Well, it's got these advanced capabilities, It doesn't just follow instructions blindly.
Oh.
It can actually understand the context of what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
It can plan out really complex actions.
Wow.
And it can even reason across different web pages, like it's thinking for itself almost.
Oh, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, and to put it into perspective, imagine you're booking a trip.
Okay.
Right. So Jarvis can find the flights, it can find the hotels, sure.
Right.
But it can also analyze reviews, It can compare prices across all these different websites. It can suggest alternative dates that maybe work better for you based on your preferences.
Wow.
And it does all of this while keeping your budget in mind.
That's amazing.
And that's something that your typical AI assistant, just can't quite manage at this point.
Yeah. That level of thinking, it's almost like having a human travel agent.
Exactly.
But it begs the question, how does Jarvis actually see what's happening in your browser?
Good point.
I mean, it's not like it's got eyes, right?
Right. No, it doesn't have eyes, but what it does is it captures screenshots.
Screenshots.
Yeah. And then it interprets them. So it's constantly learning from your actions and what you're doing on the web, trying to understand what you're trying to achieve.
So it's almost like having like a super smart assistant looking over your shoulder, like ready to jump in and help.
Yeah, exactly. Like a really observant apprentice.
Yeah.
Always watching, always learning.
It's impressive, but also like a little bit unnerving, right?
Well, yeah. I can see how some people might feel that way.
Yeah. Are there any downsides to this whole screenshot-based approach?
Well, one potential drawback is that it might introduce some slight delays.
Oh, okay.
As Jarvis is processing each screen and figuring out, like, what's the best course of action.
Yeah, so it's not, like, instantaneous.
Right, it's not instant gratification.
Got it. But, I mean, the potential benefits seem to outweigh that, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. The convenience, the time saving, the potential for less errors. It's huge.
Okay, so let's dive into like the actual nitty-gritty here. What can Jarvis actually do?
All right, so let's get specific.
Can it handle things like filling out complicated forms?
Oh, absolutely.
Or like, I don't know, planning a surprise party?
It can even do that.
Wow.
It's designed to excel at what we call automated task execution.
Automated task execution.
Yeah. So think of all those things that you do online that you just hate.
Oh, I've got a list.
Right, like filling out those really long forms.
Oh, this is the worst.
Or managing your shopping cart. Or scheduling appointments. Or comparing insurance quotes. All those things that we often just put off because they're so time consuming.
Yeah.
Jarvis can handle all of that seamlessly in the background.
So that's already a game changer for like pretty much anyone who hates online forms.
Absolutely, yeah.
But the document also mentions something called intelligent reasoning.
Right. Right. Yeah.
What does that mean? Like, can it handle even like more complex tasks or?
Exactly. Intelligent reasoning is where Jarvis really shines because it can actually plan and reason. It can tackle tasks that require more than just, following basic instructions.
Okay.
Like, think about that surprise party you mentioned.
Yeah.
Jarvis could not only find the perfect venue and send out the invitations, but it could also coordinate with caterers.
Oh, wow.
Manage the RSVPs, and even suggest personalized gift ideas based on, like, the guest list and their preferences.
That's mind-blowing.
It's like having a super-powered party planner.
Yeah, but it also, like, raises the question of control, right?
Control.
Yeah, are we essentially handing over the reins of our digital lives to an AI?
That's a very valid concern, and it's something that, a lot of people are thinking about, but Google emphasizes this concept of supervised autonomy.
Supervised autonomy, okay.
Yeah, so Jarvis is designed to work on your behalf, but it's not a black box. It keeps you informed every step of the way, allowing you to, to intervene or adjust its actions at any time.
So it's more like a collaboration then.
Exactly.
It's not a complete takeover.
Right. Think of it as like having a highly skilled assistant.
Okay.
Who always asks for your approval before making any major decisions.
I like it.
You're still the boss.
Yeah.
Jarvis is just there to make things easier.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But, transparency and control are super crucial when you're dealing with AI.
Yeah, I agree. It's got to be a partnership.
So is this something that we can all, like, just download and start using right now?
Oh, I wish.
No.
Not quite yet. Google did unveil a little sneak peek of Jarvis at their I/O event earlier this year.
Right.
But it's still early stages, They're working on it. They've promised a more comprehensive demo coming in December.
Oh, okay. So coming soon.
Yeah. And then likely they'll do a limited release to some testers.
Makes sense.
And then the wider rollout will probably come later once they've had a chance to get some real world feedback.
Yeah.
And refine Jarvis's capabilities even more.
It's better to make sure everything works flawlessly before you release it to everyone.
Exactly. You don't want to rush these things.
But Google's not the only one working on this kind of thing, are they?
Oh, no, definitely not. It's a very competitive landscape right now.
I mean, you've got Microsoft pushing their Copilot, right?
Yep. Copilot's a big one. And Apple is also exploring some AI-driven assistants.
Yeah, I've heard rumors about that.
It seems like we're on the verge of a major shift in how we interact with technology.
It feels like that, doesn't it?
It's pretty exciting, actually.
Yeah, it is exciting.
All these agentive AI tools.
The agentive AI tools.
Yeah, that's the term they're using. They really do give us a glimpse into the future,
Yeah, it's a future where our browsers, like, anticipate our needs.
Yes.
Streamline our tasks, and free us up to focus on more creative and meaningful things.
Right. The things that really matter.
Yeah. It's a very exciting prospect, but it also makes you think about, like, the potential downsides.
The downsides.
Yeah. I mean, what happens if we become too reliant on these AI assistants?
That's a good question.
Do we risk losing, some of our own autonomy?
Right.
Or like our critical thinking skills?
I mean, those are questions we really need to be asking ourselves.
Yeah.
As this technology becomes more and more, integrated into our lives.
For sure.
We have to be mindful. I think the key is finding the right balance.
Yeah.
Leveraging the power of AI while retaining control.
Right.
And understanding how it works.
It's a fascinating and slightly daunting future we're heading toward.
Yeah, it's both. It's both exciting and a little scary.
Google's Project Jarvis is no doubt a huge leap forward in all of this, though.
I agree. It's a big step.
I mean, it brings us closer to that world where our browsers become, like, truly intelligent partners.
It really does.
It's a development that everyone should be watching.
Absolutely. Keep your eye on this one.
So what do you think about all this?
I'm excited to see where it goes.
We'd love to hear your perspective.
Yeah. Let us know what you think.
Join us next time for another deep dive into the world of, well, groundbreaking technology.
We'll see you then.